It's totally possible to want one trait so much in a person that you think you want all of them. It's also totally possible to not like a person but to be attached to them. Hello guys, the name is Ophelia. Welcome back to my channel. I give advices on self-development, mental health, building yourself, upgrading your life, etc. And today's video is on detachment. And I know I've made a lot of detachment videos, but this one is specifically for detaching from people, especially the opposite gender and so on. And also, I've just washed my hair and this is the only time I get to record today, so deal with it. So when I'm online, I like immediately reply to a person. Okay, if I am online, they have texted me, I'll reply them. Okay, I do not play games in the sense of, yeah, I'm supposed to reply after this much time. You know why? Because I should be online only for a specific time of the day. My specific time of the day to be online is in the evenings, after all my work is done. But if I'm online before that, without having any work to do, then that just means I am off my routine. And guess what? When I reply immediately and I'm off routine, that is when I get most attached. So, number one thing to focus here is have a life, have a routine. If you have a routine, you are automatically engaged. You are so focused on following that routine and just achieving your personal goals that you don't have time to be attached to people. Because let's be honest, attachments form over time, okay? And if you're not giving that time to yourself, you're giving that same time to other people, and thus you're getting attached. Number one, create a life. But number two, create a fulfilling life, because having a life keeps you engaged. But having a fulfilling life ensures that there is no void inside you. Because if you have this empty void inside you, you're doing things every day for something that you don't even want, let's say for someone else, that automatically translates to you feeling empty. And guess what? If you're empty, somebody can very easily come to fill that void with temporary satisfaction. And that is also when you get attached. How to do this? There are a number of ways, but the most common thing that I've seen is that there is a trait that the other person has that you wish you had. They have something you wish you had, and then you think you like them, but actually you're just attached. So an example of this is that when I was younger, I would always get attracted to people, to guys specifically, who were super arrogant. And the reason wasn't that I wanted arrogance, it was that I wanted confidence. I only got a YouTube channel later, and you could see that from the very start, there was never a problem with my content per se. There was more of a problem with recording videos or the camera and so on, but I never had problems with my content. And the reason is that I had this content learned for a very long time, whereas most people's YouTube channel, both of these things, they progress together. It was because I only had the confidence to do this a lot later. So I needed the confidence that comes with that arrogance. And when I finally got that confidence in myself, started this channel, and did all the other things I wanted to with that confidence, that is when I got over him. That is when I stopped being attracted to guys who are arrogant. And besides, when I got it myself, I realized confidence is not about arrogance. It actually makes you humble. Because confidence comes from doing things. And when you actually do things, you realize how much you don't know. You fail a lot. That failure makes you humble. It's totally possible to want one trait so much in a person that you think you want all of them. It's also totally possible to not like a person but to be attached to them. For example, there was this guy I liked. He would always ghost me, and deep down I knew I needed to cut him off, but I couldn't. So what was I doing? I was attached. But he had that non-negotiable that I just could not tolerate, right? And I ultimately did end up cutting him off, but it took me a lot of time. So you can say it's because I was attached even when I didn't like someone. Thirdly, you guys need to understand, just because you like someone at first go, it's most likely chemicals. Like seriously, just because you think you like them doesn't mean you always like them. And if that's the case, you know what? This is really easy. This can just be broken with discipline. This is just distance yourself from them for 2 to 3 weeks. That's it. If it's just chemicals, it's really easy to break. Like it's just a chemical reaction in your brain, dopamine, serotonin, they're driving you crazy. It's like when you pick up your phone, you get a dopamine spike. You get a text from them, you get a dopamine spike. And it's not just physically cutting them out. It's out of sight equals out of mind, okay? Try your best to keep them out of mind as well. For 2 weeks specifically, just keep this going. You will most likely be over them. Another thing is have balance. And I don't just mean to say have balance in terms of You guys most likely only watch this stuff about confidence, journal, whatever. You guys only do this stuff when you're sad. But I remember I was kind of in this phase where I was procrastinating recently, and then a friend of mine texted me, and I like texted him like half the day. Seriously, half day I just kept texting him while doing other things, yes, but I just kept texting him, and it made me feel really good. But I was like, wait, that's a problem, like everything is kind of going out of place. I was like, yeah, I'm way too excited. I need to tone this down a little, not get sad, but make sure you are in that balance. I told myself, talk as much as you want today, have as much fun as you want today, but tomorrow you're getting to work. And guess what? I did. Today, I sat down to record this video I've been putting off. Today, I did not start my day with socials. I had made it a rule of thumb that I will not start my day today with opening social media. Because opening that first thing in the morning, you're automatically going to be distracted. Confidence comes from doing things when you say you're going to do them. Yes, I couldn't do it immediately, and of course, who can do it immediately? But when I say I'm going to do it tomorrow, I am going to do it tomorrow. And guess what? This directly links to detachment because you're building confidence within you. If you're building confidence within you, you automatically have a fulfilling life because you're filling that void inside you. Confident people don't care what others think because you're automatically detached. Why? Because you created that trust with yourself and you gave yourself what you wanted, thus you avoided that void, and thus you didn't need someone to come and fill that void. And that is exactly why you avoided attachment. For more information on confidence, self-love, all these things that are directly linked to it, just watch my videos. I don't hate procrastination because it takes away from my time. No, I hate procrastination because it gets me so attached. It gets me so attached to people because when I have no confidence, not that trust with myself, I'm vulnerable. It's not a coincidence. I'm more productive when I like someone, you guys. When I like someone, I'm 10x more productive. Why? Because I'm terrified of being attached to a person. So if you get attached easily to people, if you're not confident, what are you doing to be confident, to be detached? You need to build that life. Also, to maintain that balance, when you keep, going here and there, start meditating. It can actually become your anchor in the day. That is what I start my day with. And secondly, I always release, like emotional releases are very important to me. And not just even with myself, I sometimes also tell other people. For example, I remember I liked this guy and I told him within 2 months that I liked him. Because I have this rule of thumb that if I like someone for more than this period of time, I most likely will like them. But I don't tell a person that I like them if like it's only 2 weeks or something like that, Like 2 weeks, come on, you could have just broken it anyway. There's no point confessing them, So I just told him after 2 months. I told him as fast as possible for that release because the more time you give for this attachment to happen, the more attached you will get. If he told me now he didn't like me versus if he told me later he didn't like me, it would be different because later it would be harder to heal because I'd given it so much time already. Now it was easy. Like, yes, it hurt, but it was easy when he said, no, I don't like you that way. So the more you delay it, the more attached you will get. Alright guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I will talk more on this topic because there's honestly a lot to talk about, but I cannot put it all into one video, otherwise it will get too long. And yeah, I hope this taught you something. See you next week for another video. Bye bye.